two, one.
And welcome back to the broadcast on this Sunday afternoon. This is 9:70 a.m. and BJ 99.1. This is the Older Kane Show. I'm Older Kane. In the studios, it's Derek Trimble, Reverend Baron Banks, and Keitha Stamps, all vying for the position of City Council to represent Ward 4. And here's a question for you as we are in our last segment. So this is an open seat potentially because Frank Blunson is running for mayor, although he has not officially qualified. What happens if tomorrow Councilman Blunson decides that he's not going to run for mayor because there's no qualifying deadline as of yet? What if he decides tomorrow that he will not seek the seat of mayor and opt back into this race? What does that do to you?
Well, it doesn't change our position a whole lot because we're working hard connecting with the people and providing the leadership that this community needs. What we need in this community is bold, aggressive, galvanizing leadership to bring the city forward. So what we're doing is just moving forward, and whoever decides to run, if other people will come into the race, that's fine. But what we're doing now is focus on the seat of Ward 4. If Councilman Blunson decides to not run for mayor and run for re-election, he'll just be one of the pack. We're trying to work, and no one's going to work harder. They may out-talk me. They're not going to outwork me.
All right, very good. Reverend Banks.
Well, if he decides, if Councilman Blunson decides that I probably did run a little faster, a little stronger. Because I believe that we have to know our own talents in our schools. We have to know our people's talents. We have to know what we can do to help. You know, I still not retired from Jackson State, still teaching philosophy. You know, still volunteering, helping scholarship. Plenty other things that I can do. But I have a passion for this. I have an experience and a commitment for it. So I would run fast and stronger if you decide that.
All right, Jerry.
Well, it wouldn't be a factor in my decision to run because I've already run against Councilman Blunson and the person before him, O'Brien, at the same time. So it'll just be history repeating itself in my estimation. I'll be a lot smarter this time, do things a little differently. I respect Councilman Blunson. I respect the leadership that he has provided to the people of Ward 4, but it won't change my mind because I'm here because I want to better my community and I want to build a stronger community in Ward 4, and I want us to do it as a team. No one man can do it alone. It's going to take a team. Teamwork makes the dream work, and that's what I'm about, and that's why I'm seeking a position in Ward 4, City Council.
All right, very good. You know, and not just in Ward 4, but across the city, almost on every corner. There's a chicken store, there's a liquor store, there's a school, and there's a check cashing place. How do we ensure the safety of our greatest resource, and that's our children? How do we ensure the safety? Derek, sorry.
Well, as an educator, you know, the youth is my primary focus in my campaign. We have to make sure that we, as a community, get involved in every aspect of our children's lives. That means when they walk into the school, and you know, due to what happened this weekend, you know, a terrible situation in Connecticut, we need to make sure that we're out there when they leave the school. The community needs to take more ownership of what's going on in the school system. We have community-based schools in the city of Jackson, Lanier, the Georgetown community, a community-based school. So the people of the community need to make sure that they're stepping up to the plate and helping the people, the administration, the staff, the teachers of that school out to ensure the safety of those young people as they travel to, from school, and be an active part of the school day as well, walk in the hallway, service hall monitors, and things of that nature.
All right, very good. Reverend Banks.
We know, when I said the word we, all of us together, citizens, as councilperson, mayors, and parents, and teachers, we know where our problem areas are. And we know where they are, even before we decide anything we want to do, we know where they are. We need to have an officer-friendly again. We need to have an officer-friendly person, female or male officer, to be in these places. Let's not wait till a fight break out. We know there's a potentiality for fights to break out at ball games or wherever. People are people. So let's be there. Let's not see one area is less safe than another area because there's all potentiality for any area to have a breakout. So we together, all of us, all the different departments, and families and neighborhoods, got to know and make sure that our young people and our senior citizens at their best when it comes to safety.
All right, very good.
Well, in terms of protecting our children, as a father myself, I teach love to my children. And I teach our neighbors, teach your children love. When you teach children hate, violence, they will respond that way. Children will only do what they're trained to do. If they're trained to hate, they'll hate. If they're trained to be violent, they'll be violent. So as a community, and part of our community revitalization project is to have people to go outside of your doors and reach your neighbors and love your neighbors. Because there was a time when we all loved each other. We all looked out for each other. And we still do that in certain areas. Not like we've gotten away from it totally. But we just have to teach love inside of our communities because love conquers it all. And we teach our children to love, and we just love each other. And they see it by action. I lead by example. When I moved back into my neighborhood, got my sister to move back in our neighborhood, my aunt and 3 more of my cousins, we've all done the same because we love our neighborhood. And that's how we're going to rebuild our community, with love and compassion.
All right, very good. Gentlemen, we're just about out of time. I will offer you the caveat of giving a 30-second closing statement. That was something.
It's all about community and Ward 4. It's about us building a stronger community together as a team. No one man can do it alone. We have to engage our young people in what's going on in the city of Jackson. We have to establish and maintain our businesses. We have to deter crime. We have to build our neighborhoods back. We have to go back to what it used to be in Ward 4. You know, the neighborhoods that I remember growing up in, the Northwest Hills, the Queens, the Subdivision number 2s, us being a family, us being together. And we can build a stronger community in Ward 4 together. And let's do that. I ask for your prayers, your support, and your vote May 7th so we can work as a team to make Jackson a better place for all.
All right,
Oh, thanks. What I want to bring back to Ward 4 is leadership. I'm here to provide that leadership to Ward 4. Ward 4 is the best ward in the city of Jackson, and Jackson is the best city in the state of Mississippi. We are the majority. It's time for us to act like the majority, to be respected as a cohesive and bonded majority. So that's what I want to bring back to Ward 4 is leadership for our majority, that we can demand better because we are better and we rate better. The city of Jackson and the city council, in some places, has become a joke. And what we're bringing back is leadership to our city, to our Ward 4. If you understand, May 7th.
very good. Thank you. Reverend Banks.
Our time has come, and I think that what I'm going to bring as a council person to Ward 4 and for the city of Jackson, we're going to have to right now realize that we need safer communities, we need better public safety and stronger public safety, and all we've said today, jobs and education. But the compassion to really do all we can to let the people know that we are concerned, not about our selfishness and our self-agendas, but concerned about his people. And as long as God gives me the life on this planet, I use a model. If I can help somebody as I pass this way, my living will not be in vain. And I want to do that. And I think, and I'm glad that this team, and even the brothers we work with and the sisters, we're not going to be putting up folks' signs and tearing each other up on campaigns. It's time out for that. We got to show role models for our young people that we can run for office and be the best we can for this city. And so I think working with people and the experience of that gives me the opportunity to become the council person May 7th.
All right, very good. Gentlemen, thank you very much. We appreciate your due diligence in expressing your opinions on the broadcast today. That's all the time that we have for today's edition of the Arthur Kane Show. I'll leave you with this thought. We are ahead of the game as it relates to preparing you for elections. These elections are in May of 2013. And you can rest assured that we'll continue to bring you the most valuable information so that you can become an informed citizen. So that's our broadcast for this Sunday. I'm Arthur Kane. We bid you good evening.